On to Thursday Night Football. Titans coming off that victory in Will Levis's first start. Go to Pittsburgh. And those, what did Trevor Lawrence call them? Those little towels or something? Little towels, little yellow towels. So that's what the Titans are dealing with this week. Pittsburgh 3-point favorites, total very low at 36. So right off the bat, I guess defenses will be in play, maybe even kickers. But who you like in the captain spot?
Yeah, so I'm going to go George Pickens here just because the Titans are a pass funnel defense. So I'm looking at either Deontay Johnson or George Pickens in the captain slot. Johnson is playing at a very high level right now, coming off his best game of the year last week. I think, he could open things up a bit for Pickens. And, Deontay has the higher median projection, mainly because he has a higher reception projection every week. Pickens just has a higher ceiling, I think, just given his big play upside, his touch-on upside. So I'm going to roll with Pickens in the captain slot. I think he has the best chance of having a captain-worthy game. And it sounds like Pickett is going to try to play, but I don't think this matters. Whether it's Pickett or Trubisky under center, I think I'm going to go with Pickens here in the captain slot.
Yeah, and just got to hope that Matt Canada, or maybe it's Tomlin, doesn't just try to run the ball at this great Titan run defense. Because I do think you need to go to your aerial attack to really have success against this defense. It kind of plays right into their hands if you just run the ball every first down. But for my captain pick, got to go with Derrick Henry here. I think that rookie quarterback on the road, probably what you're going to do. I mean, that's what the Titans' MO has been for most of his career. Pittsburgh is a run funnel defense. They're top 10 in pass defense DVOA, but 16th against the rush, so pretty average. And, I feel like a few weeks ago, I don't know, is Henry kind of slowing down? Well, lo and behold, he's got the second best PFF grade among running backs. He's 5th in rushing yards. He's tied for 2nd in runs of 15 yards or more. He's tied for 4th in missed tackles forced. So the King has still got it. And, his Tennessee interior line has been playing well. All of them are playing really well at run blocking. Brewer, the center, ranked 6th of 38th at PFF in run blocking. Run skill, 22nd out of 77 guards, and Skoronski 27th. And even if Hubbard misses with the concussion, which is likely, Dillard's been a pretty solid run blocker as well. So I don't think the line will be an issue, and Henry's play clearly hasn't fallen off. So I think he'll get a steady dose of work on the ground in what should be a lower scoring affair here.
Yeah, can never go wrong with Henry. Looks like he's staying put in Tennessee. There was always a chance he could get traded. It is his time of year. It's starting to get colder. Well, maybe not in LA. It's 90 degrees a day, but the sun is setting sooner. We're about to set the clocks back. This is the time of year where King Henry usually shines. So, yeah, I definitely like him in the captain slot.
Who do you like for value?
I'm going with Connor Hayward here. He's only 2,800. Another way to target the Titans' pass funnel defense. He's the clear lead tight end right now. He's seen an over 80% routes run rate in back-to-back games now. He's like the only player Matt Canada seems to get creative with. He had a nice design play to him against the Rams, almost scored a touchdown on. They've used him at running backs at times in the preseason. Like, they like to get creative with Connor Hayward. So now he's getting a ton of playing time. This is a great spot to play him. I still think he's under the radar. I was like 20 slots higher on him on ECR. I don't get it. Like, he's getting a ton of playing time. Should see plenty of looks here. So I think he's a sneaky play for the showdown slate.
Yeah, I mean, he's their new starting tight end as long as Freiermuth is out, and Freiermuth, re-aggravated that injury, so it might be a while. And Hayward, he's been over 80% 80% or better route participation in his first 2 starts. So definitely a positive sign. I have him, just outside my top 15 at tight end 17. It's 2 open the week, so love him as well. I'm gonna go with Will Levis here. I think he's a very intriguing play because I think, low total game. The total is only 36. Rookie quarterback on the road. I think only one rookie quarterback has won in Pittsburgh. And that was Dak Prescott. I think they're like 1 in 20 or something ridiculous. The Tomlin era. In the Tomlin era.
In Tomlin era? Okay.
Yeah, in the Tomlin era. But I do think that all this kind of plays into Levis potentially surprising people again, because what Levis does well is throw the ball down the field. We saw that last week, and Pittsburgh 22nd in deep pass DVOA according to FTN. They're number 2 on short passes, so they're a deep pass funnel if there is such a thing. And Levis was 3 of 8 for 141 yards and 3 scores on passes that traveled at least 20 yards beyond the line of scrimmage last week, according to PFF. Pittsburgh's safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, very talented safety, is out for this game with a hamstring injury. And Pittsburgh ranks dead last on defense, an explosive pass rate allowed, and that was with Fitzpatrick. So I think this matchup kind of plays right into Levis potentially kind of surprising people. And because of the presence of Derrick Henry, that play action game is going to be in play, no pun intended. So you could get, I like Henry. I think he's the most obvious and highest floor, highest ceiling play here. But you could get a lot of leverage fading Henry and going with Levis, even in the captain spot, or going with Hopkins or something like that, because I think Henry's still going to be the most popular. But a long passing touchdown that essentially negates everyone else who doesn't participate in it, right? It's just the quarterback and whoever catches the long pass, and there's no 4 or 5 receptions to drive downfield with, and all the yards and all the stuff that comes with it. So I really like Will Levis as a leverage play on a lot of the other Titans, especially Henry.
Yeah. The Fitzpatrick injury is a huge blow to the Steelers defense. Although I think Connor Hayward's brother might be returning this week. Is that happening?
Well, but that would hurt Henry more than Levis, technically. So
no, I know. But could generate some pressure. But I just had to refer to him as Connor Hayward's brother.
Right? Yeah. I think it's the other way in that household, at least for now. But,
I know.
Yeah. See if I think Levis, at least has the potential to catch the Steelers off guard, especially on a short week. But who do you like for dark throws?
I'm going Tajay Spears. I do agree. I think Henry's a great play here. They should lean on him heavily. Why not here? But Spears obviously sees a ton of passing work. So if by chance this turns into a trailing game script for the Titans, which is more than possible, Spears could end up catching 3 to 5 balls here. Plus, he's just a really talented runner. So he could do some damage on just a few carries, a few receptions. So definitely like on a single game slate, nice leverage against Henry. Again, you always refer to set your lineup based on a story of what the game script will be. This will be part of my Titans are trailing by a score or 2 lineups. But I like Spears as a dart throw here.
Yeah, I got a Titans player in the passing game too, and I don't believe he caught a pass last week. So I always love to target guys coming off bad games. And that's Treylon Burks, who is 3,800 on DraftKings. He has an average depth of target this season of 19. In his first game with Levis, it was 38. So Levis was looking downfield for Burks, didn't really connect, had an almost connection. So they weren't too far off, but he was the number 2 wide receiver for the Titans last week, and he should see his route participation rate continue to rise back, to the mid 70s, maybe even the 80s that it was early in the year. And the thing about Burks, and who knows if this is truly predictive rated, but I think it's an interesting thing to note. 2 of his 3 highest scoring fantasy games have come on Thursday nights. He had his best fantasy game last week 11 against the Packers on a Thursday night, 7 catches for 111 yards out of nowhere, over 20 DraftKings points and 19 FanDuel points. And then in week 17, he had a 4-catch 66-yard game on Thursday night in a matchup against the Cowboys. And primetime in general is where Burks has been at his best. He averages 7.3 targets, 4.8 catches, over 60 yards in prime time. And when he's not in prime time, just 1.8 catches, 27 yards. So, and he's played 4 primetime games already in his short career. So, and he's had 6 or more targets in all 4 of them. He's only had 6 or more targets in 3 of his 11 non-primetime games. So there's definitely something about primetime that makes this guy show up. We'll see and how that goes. But I love the uncertainty with a new quarterback who could be a little bit undervalued. I love the fact that the quarterback is looking for Burks down the field, and generally Burks has been kind of that downfield receiver. And because Westbrook Akine caught a long touchdown last week, I think people will be on him, which will divert some of the rostership away from Traylon Burks. So always love to jump on a guy who didn't produce the week before. Give me some Burks.
Yeah, both Akina and Burks had 2 targets with an ADOT of 38. Like, were Burks, did he get like 2 40-yard bombs thrown at him, or was it like a 60-yarder and a 20-yarder? Like, where were those targets?
He definitely had I think he had an almost big play that got like they didn't quite connect on, and I forget what the other target was, but yeah, definitely, and this has been the case all season for Burks. He's more of a downfield guy, especially because Hopkins, I know he got downfield last week, but that's really everyone. Again, under Levis, everyone's going downfield now. Yeah. So I think there's could be some value on this Titans pass game if Levis can show some more of what he showed last week. So I'm very interested to see how this all plays out.